plastic trim for automobiles. Cheaper, thinner, cheesier every year as years go by. This one here, the injection molding plastic trim, gives you that zebra effect, chalky, oxidized. We're going to restore that. Some of these really bad examples, especially with the injection molding plastic, not the easiest to restore, but we have a couple different products here that I will show you if they work or not, and what I would probably just go right to the shelf for in an instant like this. Let's get it going. You do need to clean it first. Even if you just wash your car to get it clean, at the very least, you got to do something to get the surface clean. The product you use, you want it to penetrate the plastic and bond to it. And if it's dirty, or if there is something like a wax, if you go through a Mr. Hot Shine car wash, it's going to be a barrier for the product to work its way in there. So you got to clean it first. Just grabbed a few items off the shelf. These are the products that would get you to the point where the plastic would be squeaky clean and the protectants would work its way into the plastic and restore and protect, even if it's just a rinseless wash, some tools to agitate, some removers to get old waxes or sealants, some APCs. This one here is really cheap, $1 for this bottle, and it does wonders on adhesive for tint and cleaning plastic. And a panel prep would work perfectly fine as well. And just to grab a handful of at least a couple dozen products that I have for trim, we'll break each one of these out and see how they work for the trim on this minivan. And hey, this is an example of the kind of zebra effect that the injection molded plastic gives you when it oxidizes. And this is like a dry, chalky oxidation. It's here. It is down here at the fog lights, and prominently back here at the lift gate as well. Looks absolutely terrible, and we're going to change that today. All right, so out of everything that I showed you on the table, I'm just going to do this to keep it simple. We're going to hit it with the LA Totally Awesome all-purpose cleaner. Let it soak a little bit. It's already getting wicked in. That's how dry that plastic trim is. And then I'll come in with a brush, agitate it. You can use one of these scrubby pads for textured plastics as well. Whatever you come up with to get in there and deep clean. And then to really give it a penetrating deep clean, hit it with the steamer. Flush the area, wipe it down. And by flushing the area, I just mean a simple rinseless wash would do. Now the key before the next step is to let the plastic trim dry completely. You can help that along by mopping up as much as you can at first, and then follow up with forced air. Let's finish the drying process with forced air. And the reason you want it completely dry so it doesn't dilute any of the product you put on these pieces of trim. Okay, we have 4 different sections here. Let's use a different type of product for each section. See if we can find one that works the best. We'll start with the hybrid graphene acrylic trim restorer and protectant. As you can see, this stuff seems to have a dye in it, so should help penetrate that dry plastic. Could possibly take a few coats, obviously. It's so dry, thirsty, and absorbent. Looks good now, but in a couple minutes it could return back to that. I'm going to pop the hood really quick. Let me do that off camera. Okay, so that's one layer of the acrylic turtle wax trim restore. You can see how that is quickly wicking into the dry oxidized plastic. We'll let it go, see if it continues to wick in and returns back, or if there's a slight improvement. Probably 3 or 4 coats would help this. Let's go down to the next tier and try something different. Next up, we're going to give the Renew and Protect Black once a year. This also is similar, seems like it has a black dye. Let's give it a shot. Don't worry if you get it on the surrounding areas of the trim. A damp microfiber, you can wipe it right off. You can tape it up if you want to. All right, so we have a slight improvement. I can still see some of that quote-unquote zebra visual effect from the injection molding, but it is better. Let's find something else. Next up, solution finish. Get it on the bottom 2 rungs of this grill piece. Okay. This section here, we're going to go with the Lone Star Coating Technologies Black Trim Restorer. Again, very similar to the other products. Really? Okay, there we have it. So here we have 3 sections. We use 3 different products. You can see the chalkiness returning in every single one, and that's what we started with. Left that as the control. Now let me show you what I would have used from the beginning on something this bad, because I know it's just going to keep absorbing those products in. So let me prepare for the next product. Give me a few minutes. Tape things up a bit, protect from overspray, and we're going to break out the SEM Trim Black. And we're going to break out the duplicolor trim and bumper paint. This one for that side, the SEM for the driver side. This will restore it semi-permanently. You don't have to come back every couple months or every year to retreat it. It will be good for a couple of years or so. Here's the SEM trim black. Shake it up. Nice and even coverage. If you have textured plastic, the trim black here is perfect because it goes on textured. Don't worry if you don't have this surrounding area taped perfectly, it's fine. When you get the tape off and there's a spot that some overspray went through, it wipes off easily. Okay. And on this side, duplicolor trim bumper paint. This goes on a little bit smoother, but still has some texture. And both sides will cure to a flat black plastic trim. To help speed up the curing process, which would normally take a few hours, just break out a heat gun. So even though both sides look better, this is a glossier trim and bumper paint from Duplicolor. This is more of a natural flat black, so I want them both sides to look uniform. I'll just grab the trim black, get this side done. Let that cure, and I'll show you what I do to lock all of this in and protect it. So much better, I would say. Well, a little bit better, at least, compared to the way everything was. Those bottom pieces would be easy just to take those out so you don't have to do any taping. Lay them on some horses or a table and spray those, and you'd be good to go. And off camera, I did go ahead, pop off those pieces, restore them as well. So much better. And then back here, you remember what this looked like back here. Restored as well. By the way, the next day or in a couple hours, if you want to lock in all that goodness and protect what we just did, preserve our work, grab a couple of these, tear open a foil, pull out the little tiny cloth, spread evenly on the trim pieces. Down here, take your time, just make sure you have even coverage. If not, you could take a microfiber, lightly drag it across, get the high spots. And there we have it. Doesn't that look so much better? Didn't take that much time out of my day. And yeah, we're making some progress. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. That's going to do it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.